Good afternoon, you beautiful people. It's an incredible day. The sun is out. It is warm. Barely any breeze. I don't see a single man-made line in the sky. And you know what I think? I think they got so many lies on their plate that they're trying to uphold and that they're scrambling to try to keep the game in place and the narratives rooted, and they're fucking up. They're losing traction, they're losing ground, and they know it too, and that's why they're scrambling and grasping. So as you look at it, just remember there's a bunch of wrenches in the machine, and the cogs are stripping themselves. But the machine is working exactly as it's designed to, and has been for quite some time. But it's breaking. Have hope in that. Because I do. You don't have to, but I do get to. And so do you. I was prompted to make a video, and this is like maybe 8th or 9th go through of this. All of my videos, I will do as many takes as it takes to get the essence of it. And it's also shadow work for me, because then there's times where I find myself triggered on particularly what I'm gonna talk about, that I'm like, oh shit, that's some shadow work. Why did I get charged from that? Where did that anger come from? Where did that sadness come from? So this being like number 10. I want to talk and share my conceptualization with the weight of words. As we are born and we grow in this world, we have to learn a form of magic, of spell casting, because I believe the words that we say externally and internally are spells that are bound to come true, and that we always find what we seek, and that the universe always gives us perfect mirrors of who we are, and that I believe our triggers are keys that open doors to an unseen past. For when we get charged off of something, there's a reason it's charged, particularly because I believe as we grow, we develop relationships, and there's these primordial scales that weigh the purity of the energy of a word. And let me give you two different archetypes, two different peoples. One person, same town, same circumstance, same everything. One comes from a structured home where love was given freely, and the word is love. Love was given freely. It was expressed, it was shown, it was given. It was not contingent. There was no perpetuated traumas. That person's scale on love is perfectly balanced, and that person can give pure love. Second person is coming from a broken home where love was weaponized, where love then became with resentment, with sadness, with anger, with confusion. It was contingent. It became heavier because it was more than just one emotion, more than one pure spell. And it's unfortunate is that those spells and that weaponization, or the relationship with that word, was passed down from generation to generation. This is generational trauma. And that with that, this comes along with my favorite vocab word, sonder, second favorite. The True comprehension that every random passerby is living a life just as vivid and complex as your own, with your own dreams, goals, ambitions, and inherent craziness, and it sprawls like an anthill behind the eyes that you will never truly comprehend if you're making statements and not asking questions. And that we are now in wild times where we are seeing 3D manifestations of a form of thought police, where there are many, both sides of a bird, that are in ways demanding precedence on foundational understandings of language and demanding precedence of the weight and relationship that they have with certain birds. Buzzwords is the baseline reality, and seeking not only from a large governing force but from random stranger individuals when only making statements are self-seeking to have the external world validate the internal world. And that skews reality and creates charges and creates this ego-driven grasping for concreting reality to think and feel that we have a semblance of control, which is the subconscious biological effect to keep us alive. It's self-preservation. It's seeking connection through saying, this is what I think, and it truly all perspective matters. Because there's always three sides to a coin. Heads, tails, the very thin little round edge is what actually happened. And the only way we can get it on that side is go bing and spin it, because then it's both simultaneously while spinning on what actually happened. Because everything is clues. I have gone a very long portion of my life being very misunderstood. So I have chosen to cultivate the ability to dance with these spells that we cast to paint a picture to help share the internal world. And that I will be damned if anyone thinks that they can sway my relationship and belief I have with words and the spells that I cast, that your relationship with it takes precedent over mine. And that it is not my job to validate your relationship with that word. There's many of times I have heard this with many of things I say. I like everything you said except for that word. And which then gives the subconscious the ability to then completely disregard a message and shoot the messenger because of a perceived needle at the heart of a trigger that goes, I don't like that word, I'm uncomfortable with it. And one of those words that was most recent one on a post that I made was, didn't like the word submit. My relationship with it's not inherently bad. In fact, it to me it looks like a very comfortable place, especially with what I'm willing to give on the inverse of that. There's the energetic exchange between the masculine and the feminine. There's two sides of a coin. They create a toroidal field. With the word submit. And in that moment, I saw a woman that chose to give that divine gift of submission to an unskillful and unwise man, tipping the scales to have a convoluted, messy, not pure essence of the word. And it hurts to see, to watch. But then there's also this thing too that was within just the commenting in the text, We are now in the day and age where I think a lot of connection is being thrown out the window because of literally this little black box of mirrors. How most of us communicate, it's just symbols on a screen. And that means it is impossible for your subconscious and your brain not to project upon those words in the tone and inflection which you believe someone said it in. And it's crazy. It's difficult. If you know me personally and you ever try to reach out to me, I always like to do the voice messages. Not only is it faster and more strategic, but there's more to it. That's half the story, is how something is said. I love you. I love you. Love ya. I will not have anyone sway me from the pure essences of the spells that I have found through going through my darkness. And it's okay for you to disagree. When I'm commenting and messaging, I'm not pissed. I'm not mad. You didn't trigger me. I'm typing it in. Like, I redo these videos, I will always retype my comments and being mindful about knowing how someone's gonna read it. This individual that didn't like the word submit, when I typed back, then it came back with all the energies that was given to me in their first comment. Oh, dismissive much? Like, nope. And that's half this game. It's realizing nothing is as it seems in here, and if you're making statements instead of questions, and the irony's not lost on me, I make a lot of statements because I believe them to be true, because I found them through asking a hell of a question in here and out there. And with this too, if you are learning to find the power of your spell, of your voice, your word, the ability to play with words, manipulate sound, to paint pictures for those around you, a side quest, you get a vocab app and stand in it. Play with it. No, you're already misunderstood. You might as well run with it, cultivate it, and this is a statistic I believe that 3% of the population on the entire planet is part of the Great Awakening. Conscious, aware, cosmic energy that is healing, that is remembering, that is imploring uncomfortabilities, that is creating, that is healthily communicating, that knows nothing is personal, that knows we are forever students. Then, I believe about 12% of the population is Earth Seeds. Earth Seeds are energies that have always been with Earth. And these are conscious and aware humans, but they've always been human. And it's still the same consciousness, but not... But then I also believe there's 70% of the population is eaters, consumers, programming, and NPCs. Code of the game that are the ones that when you stand up and start to share what you found, what you believe, they are the quantity over quality that chatter you away into saying no. We sit down, you sit down. Don't stand up. No, we don't ask. Excuse me. We don't ask those questions here. Agent Smiths. People that still reaffirm, no, we understand this. This is what this is. This is what we were taught. This is what, in the very prison-like follow the bell, 3rd grade, we care about your teeth, swoosh this fluoride, culty chant in the morning on the symbol of a flag, fucking, this is our math that is connected to our financial system, this is our science connected to our health system, this is the food pyramid that was a lie. They go, no, this is what it is. Those lines, they're condensation. The ones that demean you, belittle you for seeing more. And once a while ago, I had someone say, well, be nice to the NPCs. And I was like, nah, it's not that I'm rude. I'm always a perfect mirror. Any energy they give me, I will return in a responsive way, not a reactive way. And then after that, I give them no mind. I give them no energy. When I play Skyrim, after I talk to the merchant, and I make 1,000 daggers, and they can only say the 5-6 lines, and I leave, there is no malicious intent. There is no demeaning. This is not inherently have any negative connotation upon the spell. It is just an awareness of what is. And so as you learn to stand up and deal with the many mockingbirds, chattering away at a narrative that the little black box of mirrors is hanging a carrot of discourse in front of the 2 wings of a bird, saying, fight. No, this revolution is one of non-participation. I'm going, oh, okay, no thanks. Their plot is so very thin. They're all friends. They all have capabilities of alliance. If you cannot meet and shake someone's hand and observe their patterns behind closed doors, who they are as a person, you cannot trust them. For everyone will always show you exactly who they are. But when you're PR trained, when you know you have the world's eyes on you, you're not you. None of the people are them. And I'll wrap it up by saying my belief in the masculine and the feminine, the embodiments of these energies, and the true 3D manifestation of what those energies look like when they are in tandem and teamwork and holy matrimony of energy of the yin and the yang, of kind of understanding where we thrive within these energies, and that the buzzwords of the little black box of mirrors that are convoluted and given false weight and false understandings are being thrown out, which is then giving the masses the ability to have the energy of shooting the messenger, disregard the message. If one little word throws a perceived needle at the heart, it can be disregarded, and the person on my little black box of mirrors tells me how it is, and that this little black box of mirrors is the perfect tool for 2 experiments that were done by a 3-letter agency that, one, they found out the mind is programmable through trauma, and where do we get our daily dose of trauma? And where do we get the daily dose of programming? In the reels. And how many miles has that thumb scrolled? And that this 3-letter agency also understands the fabric and the energy of the universe, and that they know there's those percentages I talked about earlier, and that there is only 16 different archetypical consciousnesses and subconsciousnesses. So this little black box of mirrors knows you better than you know you, and so it knows exactly what to feed you, when to drop a bomb, and then when to double down on a spellcast machine, like it would to tell you a vision, almost as if the wand was made out of the Hollywood tree. The power of the words we say internally and externally are spells that are bound to come true. And so, I'm going to leave you with the side quest, and I've given this one before, but I've had a lot of wild adventurers add me, so I hope you made it this far. And if you don't, I'll throw this last one out. The majority of people that are in negation of the words I say only attack the low-hanging fruit that is the shitposting of conspiracy and the me sharing of things that are semblances of my beliefs, but is a small fragment into what's going on internally and what is behind that share. But those in negation are always the ones that don't comment or even interact with these long-form videos, because they do not have the attention span to indulge. And if you are one in negation and you made it this far, I'm grateful. I'm not trying to throw shade, but I'm just trying to say, I don't have time, but you do for 4 hours of Netflix. We all have choices out here. People tell me, make shorter content. I could, or I could combat the little black box of mirrors that makes you fucking just of everything. This the human brain is not supposed to have this much access to the perception of the world, and it's only with short bit content, with little fragments. Oh my god, you take maybe many things out of this video itself and just, I could be a bad man. Do you guys think bad people can do good things? Do you guys think villains can say true words? Do you think everyone around you is even aware of themselves? Do you think you got a really good idea on this game that we play that siphons our energy? That it doesn't feel natural because it isn't? I don't know. Yeah, I do. I'm not going to do myself the injustice. I know exactly what I see, and I'm still curious about the things that I see, and they have a strong foundation, and they perpetually grow. With every time in the past 5 years, I really haven't learned anything new per se. Just confirmations of all of the things I learned many moons ago. Maybe I'm in my own echo chamber of the mind, because we always find what we seek. Or maybe I found the thing that they've been lying a long time about. Because I know, video games taught me anything, when I'm running into opposition, I'm on the right path. Ooh, I have another question, side quest for you. If you're part of a community and you have a group of friends where not a single one of them ever really kind of calls you out on anything or highlights maybe unskillful and unwise behaviors in you, and that there's just a forever perpetual party and that everything is comfortable and self-seeking and that nobody disagrees, I don't necessarily know if you're in the right place, because one of those weight of words is love, is sometimes love looks like saying a hard truth, and if you cannot be corrected in a way without being offended, you'll never grow up. And that I don't see any of you adventurers as fragile, so I will not treat you as such. And you will show me exactly who you are by whether you react or you respond. And that if you're not in alignment, I will give you no thought. And that's no shade, that's just saying I'm pretty particular about what I give my energy and spells to. And I'm sick and tired of talking to brick walls that just go, no, 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 no. Sit down. No, I won't. Godspeed. I love you, adventurers.